I'm Galen Emanuele.
My name is Stephen Edwards.
I'm Kent Loomer.
My name is Billy Tierney, and this is
Rooster
Behind the Dance.
So the dance, originally, I was on my way to a Rooster
Jams or rehearsals, and I really just thought that it would be nice if we could, it's funny to see guys dancing.
I come from the 80s when dancing was really popular, so I kind of threw the idea out, why don't we dance?
I wasn't in the group at that time, so I didn't see the shows.
And in the car, the Whitney Houston song, Dance with Somebody.
Of course, so I brought it up to the group, and they just agreed with it wholeheartedly.
Who came up with the dance idea? Is that? Essentially it was me. I planted the seed. I don't know if that.
I was around for the origination of the Running Man, and a lot of other, I was around for those days.
I was in tap and jazz and ballet and all that stuff for years as a kid. So
the first dance was wonderful, and everybody loved it, but it was probably our least choreographed dance. It was like it was an instant hit.
Is the water responsible for the tree growing, or is the original seed responsible for the tree that grows out of it? Who knows?
This is the first time we brought Billy into the group because Matt was leaving.
He was going to go to Chicago and spread his wings.
I was invited to the group in between the Whitney dance and the Vogue dance.
And he was really excited about the dance, and he came up with one of the moves
that we can't get rid of,
It could be a lot of things, but it's mainly this. So 1, 2, 1.
In my opinion, it was probably the best one we did because it involved all 5 of us, and we really took the choreography to the next level. Galen really stepped up.
Oh, crowd loved it. Crowd loved it.
It was great. It felt great. And we're like, yeah, more dances, more dances.
The most feedback that I got on the dance was, 1, I loved the choreography. I loved to see all 5 of you doing the same thing. That was great. And 2, where did that move come from? This one. Because that was mind-blowing.
Oh, the Michael Jackson dance, yeah, it was a lot of fun initially. It was the first time we went with a medley instead of just one song.
We actually mashed some stuff up together. And our tensions were a little bit, we're getting up there. 1, because the choreography was getting more difficult.
We're we've got to step it up. We've got to increase everything. It has to be bigger and better. And so
I was the only one actually alive when Michael Jackson was in his heyday.
And 2, because we were in this space that was really cold,
and then it got hot, and then back to cold again, and it
smelled like piss. It was just totally stunk. It was disgusting.
There was some complaining. It's a Grange, right? So it's old and it smells a little bit, but none of these guys must have grown up in the county.
And I was dry heaving a lot of the choreography, so I missed a lot of it.
It was frustrating, but it was good, and it turned out great.
The next dance we did was Gonna Make You Sweat, and that was after a couple of other songs got cut.
We were going to do It's Raining Men, and we were going to do Genie in a Bottle, dressed up as chicks.
And Stephen was totally against it.
You know what? I didn't want to. I didn't.
What if you're the genie and then we're all dressed as chicks?
I don't want to be a genie. I don't want to be the one.
Then just dress as a chick, dude.
Do it. The rehearsals were a bit tense.
But this isn't funny. The dance is funny.
First of all, black is not your color.
A dress is not my color.
I felt like I really nailed the choreography. Overall, the rehearsals, though, weren't.
We had our issues because Kent has a hard time moving his body.
But we pulled through and did an amazing dance, and Billy got in another move.
I was like, there's actually another dance move that we could layer on top, do at a different time, that would really deliver the goods. And so I added this one, where we were turning around doing this action.
when we were in Chicago, we saw this really cool puppet show, and we're like, maybe, and we bought puppets. We went and actually bought puppets online.
We just ended up doing like the worst experience I've ever had on stage.
Billy was way too excited about it. Kent just had surgery. Kent had, and he was just completely high out of his mind on like Vicodin or whatever they gave him for it.
We did a puppet show. Not that I know of. Journey song, awesome. Steven and I had a great idea about the Journey song.
We got like an outside game. We heard this on the radio and we're like, this is the next song.
By the time they came to me, they were already completely sold on using this song. It was like, check it out, check it.
Galen took over the choreography, kept complaining about it being butt rock. I don't even know what that is.
It was audience member dependent. Like we brought someone up and basically like sang a rock ballad to them.
As we started thinking about rehearsals, I realized that it coincided with my wife's due date.
He forgot that when we scheduled the show.
And he had to like pull out a little bit. But it was weird because like he showed up and then was just like...
He sat on the keyboard the whole time and went like this, pretending like he was playing.
It didn't go well. None of it did.
It's a butt rock song that like white people dance to horribly, which is what ended up happening.
We had a lot of hours in rehearsal for the Britney dance, and they were tense.
27 hours of choreography for a live music video, essentially, is what Galen had in mind.
The choreography needed to be stepped up, and by this time, you know, it's time to like, okay, we all know how to dance, and so I choreographed some stuff that I figured people could handle, which they couldn't. Everybody had a problem with all the moves. It was like, oh, too hard,
and Galen brought this choreography that was just like he wanted to tell this story of elaborate boxing gloves and stuff, and I just really wasn't into it until I thought I would love to punch Billy in the face.
It was a short scuffle, but we had the gloves, so it was good. And yeah, I'd say I really wish I could have seen the footage of it.
The story is that Tina forgot to hit record. I guarantee you Kent either has that footage or destroyed the footage of that dance because he's such a spiteful little person.
Afterwards, you know, we went to Chicago together and never again, we said. And now I guess there's a reunion show in the works, but never a dance again, I'll say that.